Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. Last time on Hollow Knight, I completed the Path of Pain, and it was painful. This time I intend to investigate the mysterious door left of the Hall of the Gods, and perhaps also battle some radiant versions of gods as well. So first, I neglected to show this or notice this last time. This seal of binding is in my Hunter's Journal, and it is what I got for completing the Path of Pain. It's an intricate seal of ancient design used to contain a powerful force. And I see that I'm wearing charms related a lot more to the White Palace than what I plan to be doing in this episode. So let's put on some of my normal charms. Normal charms for battling around in the Godhome. So let's see what's behind this door. I previously thought this door would be the 5th Pantheon, but we discovered that that's somewhere else. So what is it? It's related to blue faces. And I did something. Is this another thing where you have to discover afterward what you did? Okay, I did something. What is it that I did? I mean, let's check whether that opened the gates. Because the only thing I know of that it could have done is open the gates over here. Nope. Didn't do that. Okay. I guess let's check outside and see if it did something outside. I see the little blue face vines over on the right there. Let's follow the vines. The vines go up here. They keep going up. Okay. Well, they're going near where the 5th Pantheon is. I guess they're affecting the 5th Pantheon somehow? I don't really know what I did, but I don't think I'm going to go back into the 5th Pantheon right now. I'm going to do things in the Hall of the Gods that practice for the 5th Pantheon, so that I can go to the 5th Pantheon in the next episode. So, I sort of found out what that did. It did something to the 5th Pantheon that I will discover later. And as you can tell, there are more larger dots that I can unlock there, which will do maybe even more to the 5th Pantheon. Who knows? So, the ones that I had trouble with in the 5th Pantheon. Well, first, I guess, let's look at this. So I've discovered everything except for the very last thing on the right there. So I want to do the Mantis Lords and the Sisters of Battle first. That'll be kind of easing into this episode. The Mantis Lords unattuned. So, Mantis Lords, no problem. I wonder if I can defeat the Mantis Lords on Radiant my first try. I think it's possible. The attuned version certainly shouldn't be too much of a problem. One down. Oh, also, in this episode is the episode where I need to update my list of things to do in this save file again. And this is probably a good time to start talking about that. So last time I showed my list on the screen, I had 9 items on the list. But to be fair, I was assuming that the 5th Pantheon was the door left of the Hall of the Gods, and it's not. So I guess I should treat that as a different item, and therefore I had 10 items on my list. So, bow to them. We defeated the attuned version of the Mantis Lords. Let's see what the ascended version is. So within the Godhome, there is the mysterious door, which I still don't understand. I will hopefully understand it more once I go back to the 5th Pantheon. That's kind of on my list as something to still do or still learn about. There's the Hall of the Gods, obviously, what I'm doing now, fighting the different gods in their attuned, ascended, and radiant versions. And then there's the Pantheons. So the 5th Pantheon is the main thing to do, and then also doing bindings on the other Pantheons, which I'm not going to treat as a different item, because that kind of relates to the mysterious door on the left. So those are the 3 things... Oh, I got hit. Those are the 3 things on my list related to the Godhome. Now, outside the 5th Pantheon, there are several more things. I've completed a couple of them. So the Poetry Coconuts, investigating and reading all of the Poetry Coconuts. I've done that now in the Fungal Wastes. Strike that one off the list. There is something with Isma that I haven't done yet. People have told me I need to go back to Isma, and there's something more there. So that's still on the list. Delivering delicate flowers. I can go back in the Queen's Gardens, go back to the grave of the traitor's child, and gather delicate flowers and deliver them to characters across the world. Alright, now for the Radiant version. Let's see if I can do this in one try. I'm going to wait to talk about my list until after this battle. So, do this in one try. I'm trying to see if there's any difference in the arena. So far I don't see anything. Realized that I could have been using spells the whole time. Let's see here. The first one is not the problem. It's the second 2 that could sometimes hit me. Especially if I stand in the wrong spot, because they can just fall down on you if you're in the wrong spot. Okay. Those are easy to avoid. This one is the hardest to avoid? Yep. Alright, not in one try. Let's see if I can do it in the second try. I try to just stand there when they're over my head, which usually works, but it's not a sure enough thing for the Radiant version of this fight. I need a new way to handle those in the Radiant version. So... I don't know why I like shooting him when he's on the side like that. Maybe because you can do it from far away, but I do it when I'm close by as well. Alright, so there's only one part of this that I'm worried about. and it's when I would not normally jump over those. Which could just not happen. One of the ways I could defeat this is I just never encounter the problem. So far, so good. Keep doing that. Alright, so let's jump over them even though I wouldn't normally jump over that one. There. That's the safer way, I think. Now, just don't be silly. Don't get hit randomly. There we go. So, 2 attempts to beat the Radiant Mantis Lords. Next, let's hit this and change it to the Sisters of Battle. The other version of the Mantis Lords, which I only discovered because of the 5th Pantheon. And let's get back to talking about my list. So, the rest of the things on my list were from a very helpful YouTube commenter, Isaac, who has given me numbers of things, like numbers of secrets, that I hadn't discovered in areas. So there were 2 somethings in the green path, and if I remember correctly, that did not count the hunter. So I think that there's still 2 left, even though I've collected the hunter's mark, since that was there. There's 2 more things in the deep nest for me to discover. I don't really have much of an idea there. In the deep nest, the only thing I can imagine is going to be one of those is the Mask Maker, because I still have not figured out what you do with the Mask Maker, if anything. So it's very possible one of those 2 in the deep nest is the Mask Maker. So the Radiant version of this one is going to be hard. The Attuned and Ascended version, I don't think I'll have much trouble with, as you can probably tell, but the Radiant version, it's hard not to get hit ever when there's 3 of them. Alright, only 2 left though. So also on my list is 3 something in the City of Tears. Now, since then, I have found one of those. So the one that I did last episode, where there's a breakable ground near where we fought the Soul Master, I'm sure that was one of the 3. So that can now be turned down to a 2. Oops. So furthermore, that kind of covers what was on the list before. Oh, except for one thing, the White Palace Challenge. And I've done the White Palace Challenge since that list was there. So strike that off the list too. Let's go to the Ascended version of the Sisters of Battle. But since then, Isaac has told me of a couple more things, so let's add more to the list. Let's see here. One of those is the Resting Grounds. So, the Resting Grounds, there was a 1 next to the Resting Grounds on the list, and there was the mysterious comment that I had already found it but not noticed it. Well, I have actually seen it now. I saw it in my Steel Soul mode runs, which I did before recording this episode. So, I haven't completed that in this particular save file yet, but I plan to go over there and show that in this save file before striking it off the list. Even though I've experienced it, I'm going to do that in this save file too. Whoa. I bounced off of one of the discuses, which was not my intention. Whoops. So I have gotten pretty hurt here, and in theory I could heal, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to keep fighting. I don't remember if I found a place that I can heal in the Sisters of Battle. Probably not. I don't know when it would be if I found it. There we go. So, I've knocked one of them down, but I also got hit again. This does not spell good things for the Radiant version. So Isaac also mentioned the Royal Waterways, and he had a 1 next to it. I assume that's the same thing as Isma's Grove, as something that I need to do with Isma. So I'm not going to add that to the list. I'm going to consider it the same. But who knows, I might be wrong about that. There might be even something more to do in the Royal Waterways. Well, right, that is the Sisters of Battle unascended. The Radiant version is going to probably take a couple tries. I'm going to guess 3 tries. Let's try it. And I will pause talking about my list until after we complete this. Alright, the first part is exactly the same as the Mantis Lords. It's even called the Mantis Lords. As a trick, they put the title of this battle as Mantis Lords, so that when you first encounter it, you are tricked into thinking it is just the Mantis Lord battle. There we go. So, here's the challenge. Dodge everything. The Sisters of Battle. That's one of the harder things for me to dodge. Starting off with a harder one. Oh gosh. That hit started a couple of seconds before it happened. I dodged one thing in a weird way, and then it was hard to dodge the third one after that. So that was 1 try. Next. Oh, dashing through that, maybe a little bit too dangerous of a thing to do on the Radiant version. Let's try not to dash through those too much unless I need to. Alright, bring it on. Sisters of Battle. What do? We dodge. We always dodge. I can dodge through one of them. They are a lot skinnier than other things that I've been forced to dodge through in this game. So, dodging through one of them is not too bad. Oh, ho ho. There we go. Second try. I said that I thought it was going to take 3 tries. Let's hope I'm right. I almost would prefer that the first part of this battle just be skipped, because it's nowhere close to the danger. I probably should use spells a little bit more. I don't know the best times to use spells, though. I really need to focus more on dodging. Alright, 3rd time's the charm. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. Dodge over that. That's the dangerous part, I guess. Or the most dangerous in the Sisters of Battle, in my opinion. I do get tons of... Oh, haha. Man, I didn't think of the fact that hitting the one on the left would bounce me to the right a little bit. That was just a sad mistake. Alright, 4th time. Bring it on, Sisters of Battle. I don't think that there's anything I need to particularly learn to defeat this battle. I just need to be more consistent. Yeah, consistency is what I need. Here we go. Bring on the 3. There's lots of chances to hit them. Don't worry about hitting them every time. Just worry about dodging. That was a successful dodge of the hard part. Okay. Dodged that again. Ho-ho. That was a dangerous dodge. I managed to get out of the danger spot there, but it was dangerous. Ho-ho. Another dangerous spot there. Managed to get out of it again. Alright. That's what I considered to be the danger. And I made it through again. Oh, I did not hit a second time there. I learned from the last time. I tried to dash through, and I think that I did not have my dash through powers. Oh well. Getting close, though. I'm not going to go through the Radiant battles of the other ones I intend to practice against. I'm just going to go through the attuned versions, because I'm noticing how long the Radiant battles are taking. And I need to practice against the ones that gave me the most trouble last time. Last time I went through the 5th Pantheon. Which is a weird way to talk about it. I'm talking about it last time. This is the first and only time that I've tried the 5th Pantheon so far. Alright, no mistakes. The answer is no mistakes. That's not so bad. That was the easiest way to dodge one of those discuses. And there's only one. There we go. Getting used to dodging those, that's good. So, I think I've gotten to the point where everything they do I consider relatively easy to dodge. Now I just need to dodge it every single time. And I dash so often that dashing through is probably a bad plan because I don't have my dash through powers all the time. So I probably should not try to dash through. Unless I actually surely need to. Alright, now that there's only 2 of them left, that greatly simplifies the battle. Oh, I dashed into him. That was dumb. I intended to dash to the right, and I dashed to the left. Getting close. But the Sisters of Battle are a lot more challenging than the Mantis Lords. First one, no problem, just hit him a bunch. I think hitting him with that spell there deals more damage than hitting him with my nail twice. Not completely sure, but I think it's a good time to use the spell. Vigilance, patience. These are the virtues I extol in myself. Oh, in the corner. Bad place to be. I like how they do those off-center in the Sisters of Battle. It is a lot harder to dodge them when it's off-center. It's very effective. as just a more challenging thing to do. Oh, gosh. Well, Sisters of Battle, you are definitely harder than I thought you were. I guessed 3/10. I can do it, though. I did not have any soul. Tried to use my spell. First part is the easy part. Oh, thought that would get him. Come at me, sisters. Okay, they start with a hard one to dodge. Although, I call that the hard one to dodge. I think I've learned how to dodge it well enough now that it's no longer the hard one to dodge. The hard one to dodge is when there's 3 of them coming at me very quickly down here. Get 1 hit on each of them if you can. 1 hit is enough. I'm wearing the quick slash so I can sometimes get 2, but trying to always get 2 is a bad plan. Okay. Oh man. What am I doing? I'm failing slightly. Just need a little bit more attention and speed. It's really all that it takes. I have the skills. First one down, bring on the next 3. I wonder if the first one that you hit starts with less life because you've already knocked them out once? Probably not, but I can hope, right? So, hit once, dash away. Oh gosh. Was not in the right place there. Not in the right place at all. How many times has this been? I don't even know. First one is the easy one. I'm tempted to talk about other things while I'm fighting the first one, but I really shouldn't. The first one does not last long enough for me to finish any comment. I guess what I'll say is that the next time I leave the Godhome, what I'm planning to do is the delicate flowers. Deliver some delicate flowers to characters in the world. Okay. Going well so far. Just get 1 hit on them. 1 hit is all you need. If you do that enough times, then you win. I tried to get 2 hits on one of those and it was a bad plan. Remember, the 1-hit plan. Sometimes it's 0 hits. That's okay too. Because if you do 0 hits occasionally and you do 1 hit most of the time, you'll do fine. Ho ho, had to dash through there. I waited a little bit just in case my dash through powers were not ready. Alright, I'm weirded out by them both doing one of them throwing the discus. I could have easily used a spell there if I had been ready for what they were doing, which I was not. Alright, it's pretty easy to get a couple hits in when there's two of them. Great. There is the Sisters of Battle on Radiance. Remember to bow. On Radiance. On Radiant. Wonderful. The next thing I want to do to practice is the Nightmare King Grimm. And I guess what I'll do is I'll do the Nightmare, or not the Nightmare King, just the Grimm first. Which is sort of a warm-up. Because the Grimm is not anywhere close to as difficult as the Nightmare King Grimm. Start out with the Blimp. The Blimp is relatively easy, but it's still a danger on Radiance, on the Radiant mode, because on Radiant, if I just don't do the Blimp perfectly every time, I die. Alright, here's the problem one, the uppercut. The uppercut is the danger one. Okay, here's the Blimp. Yeah, I get hit from the Blimp attack occasionally when I fight the Grimm. So the Blimp is actually a problem for the Radiant version of this fight. Even though I'm perfectly fine with it in the non-Radiant versions. Hit him. Alright, so there's the Blimp. The fact that he keeps using the Blimp means that I'm doing very well, because I think those are the phases of the fight. Here's an uppercut. Ho ho, almost did not dodge that. I keep thinking that I'm in the Radiant one. I'm only in Attuned. But I keep thinking I'm in Radiant because I was just doing the Radiant of the Sisters of Battle. So I guess let me talk about my list some more. One of the things that was added was the Crystal Peak with a 2 next to it. I've actually found both of those now, so I can add that to the list and then immediately remove it. I don't know if you like making lists, like lists of things to do, but I'm sure if you do, you understand how it feels nice to add something to the list and immediately check it off. And I get to do the same thing with the White Palace. The White Palace with a 4 next to it. I have since found all 4 of those. 3 of them were secret rooms in the White Palace that I found going through it again. And the last one was the Path of Pain, which I found last time. And completed, even. If I've named everything effectively, that still leaves me with 9 things on my list, which means the list looks just as long as it did last time I showed the list. And, you know, that makes it look like I'm not making any progress, but I am. I keep checking things off, I just keep having people tell me more things that exist in this game, because there are so many things to do in this game. I've gotten hit a couple times already, which isn't the best, but it's just the Ascended version, so I'm not too concerned. Guess I should probably pay more attention. We are going to do the Radiant version next, and maybe I should heal once. so that I do actually defeat the Ascended version. You know that I've gotten pretty good at the game when I'm fighting the Grimm, and I am completely unconcerned about taking damage. All while he's doing double the damage he normally does. But I should be thinking about the Radiant version of this fight. The Radiant version is next, and the Radiant version is quite hard. Nope, got hit by that. Poorly timed. Guess we should heal up again, just so that we win. There we go. Next is the Radiant version. If I have a showing anything like that one, then the Radiant version will go very poorly. I'm going to give the same guess as I gave with the Sisters of Battle. I'm going to guess it's going to take me 3 tries for the Grimm on Radiant. Remember, dodging everything is what you've got to do. Okay. He starts off with an uppercut. Smart. Smart idea. These I like to just jump over and then dash and hit him a couple times. That's another uppercut. We can use our dash through power to avoid the uppercut thing. Have to be careful when using my spell when he's bringing the vines up out of the ground, because using my spell pushes me back a little bit, and I could push myself back into one of the vines if I'm not careful. So we've made it through one part. Okay. Here's an uppercut. Another uppercut. Very dangerous. Yet another uppercut. Didn't notice what he was doing there. It's not the best. Alright, another blimp. Another blimp is good. Going through the phases of the battle. Hit him a couple times. Shoot him once. Uppercut. Be careful. This one, I should be careful I don't just fall on him, because I've done that a couple times in the previous version. Almost timed that wrong. We got to another blimp. I like that move. Keep doing that one. That one's fine too. Don't do that move. Ho ho, I stopped him. Stopped him from doing that move. He was going for an uppercut. Oh, there we go! I defeated the Grimm on Radiant my first try. That feels really nice. Now for the Nightmare King Grimm. The Nightmare King Grimm. I'm going to just do this one on attuned right now. I'm going to do this one on attuned and the pure vessel on attuned. Oh gosh. Immediately got hit. Okay, this is the time that it can heal once. Although it doesn't work very well if you get hit. Okay, that, he shoots those a little bit higher than he does in his original version, so it's harder to jump over them. This is a bad heal. I should not have healed. Okay. Nightmare King Grimm still gives me a lot of trouble, as you can tell. Oh my gosh. I've got to get better at that fight if I'm going to defeat the 5th Pantheon. So let's beat it unattuned. And remember, he comes out swinging. So, he immediately comes out and he does an uppercut. Oh gosh. Got me with a second uppercut. Now, oh gosh. I need to learn how to dodge those again. I have forgotten... Oh man. Let's see here. Let's just remember everything about this battle, because I clearly have forgotten it all. Heal once. And then jump over those. It's nice when he starts that far away. Made it to the first blimp. Now, beware. Whoa. I probably should not try to go above the birds, maybe? Heal once. Oh, I walked into that. That was dumb. I like going above the birds, and it's not a good plan. Heal once. Heal once again. Bad plan. Should not have healed once there. This is the time where you can heal once. If you dash appropriately, only if you dash appropriately can you heal once there. Alright, back to the blimp. I keep going above the birds. I think going above the birds is not a good plan, but I keep doing it. That was sad. Heal once, and then remember to dodge the next attack, which I was not successful in doing. Alright, I think I walked into him. I'm going to defeat him unattuned. It's going to be a challenge to do this one on Radiant. My word. But honestly, the way that I beat Attuned is by learning to dodge everything that he does. So, it's all what I need to learn for Radiant 2. I think my healing has been not very effective. Like, every time I heal, I only heal once, but I often get hit. But this is the time that you can heal, so it's a good time. Granted, that doesn't help me in the Radiant battle. Yeah, the Radiant battle is going to be crazy. Okay, that's the uppercut. Apparently just like going over the birds for some reason. As long as I see it, I guess it's worth it. Heal once. Now that's a time that you can heal. Definitely. I'm gonna try to heal again. There we go. That's how you... Almost. Almost that was a time that you heal, and it was successful. Dodge! Dodge the things. Don't get hit by them. Heal, and then remember to dodge the next thing, which is the blimp. Okay. When he does the blimp, that made the heal a lot more safe. And of course I didn't know he was going to do that. Over the birds, and through the vines. Alright. I am going to try to heal, and then dash. Yes. Okay. That was one of the few times I got the heal off. Don't know if learning the heal is really that useful, though. Alright, let's definitely use this time to heal. Dodge that. The uppercut is still very dangerous. I think I'm getting the hang of it, though. I think that this is going to be the time that I defeat it unattuned. Almost did not notice what he was doing. That can kill you, not knowing what the enemy is doing. Okay, uppercut. Failed to dash. Oh, gosh. Couple of failed dash throughs. I'm going to heal, because if I do this heal successfully, then I can get hit one more time. Oh man, alright, at least I'm not dead because I pulled that heal off. Healing now is not... Oh, I did it! Alright, defeated him unattuned. Barely. Does not spell great things. Alright. Well, now that we've done that unattuned, I'm going to do the Pure Vessel unattuned, just as a simple practice. This is practicing to make sure that I have my skills for the Pure Vessel ready for the 5th Pantheon next time. And then I'm going to do Sly unattuned. Okay, that's going well so far. Yep. Alright. Ho ho, okay. The knives. The knives are the hardest thing for me. I need to remember that. The knives are the problem. Yeah. Dash through the first part of that. If I dash through the knives, maybe that's the most effective thing I can do, is dash through the knives. Ah, you can't dash away from him when he's attacking you 3 times. Ooh. Dash through the knife. You can dash toward him when he's attacking you 3 times, but you cannot dash away. Dash through the knife. Alright, oh, I jumped into that one, unfortunately. You don't really want to be above him because he does, like, jump and stuff. Dash. Dash to get through the knives. Okay, I'm going to heal once. This heal might not be useful. Oh-ho. I did not really notice what he was doing there. Dash through the knife. I really like dashing through the knife. I think that's working well. Oh, can't dash through that one. Well, as an attempt against the Pure Vessel, that actually went pretty well. I mean, I'm going to defeat him unattuned before moving on, but I'm pretty happy about that attempt, that practice. Great. Dash through the knives. Dashing through the knives is very effective. You can dash through him there, but you have to dash toward him, not away from him. Ooh, he landed right on me. That's not normal. Dash through the knife. Alright, this is going well. I am pretty happy with this. I feel so much more confident this second attempt here than I did the first time. let's heal up again. Yeah, I'm finding places that it's a lot easier to dash through his attacks, which is enormously helpful. Oh gosh. I should have taken the opportunity to heal there. And that one, I've never had trouble with that one before, but I've done poorly against it in this particular episode. Heal. Yeah. If I treat it as something I jump... Oh, man. I guess learning that I can dash through things has messed up my ability to just jump over that one. Alright, I defeated him on Attuned, though. On the second try. Still could probably use a little bit more practice, but I want to practice Sly once. Let's defeat Sly on Attuned. Alright, the Great Nailsage Sly. Have to remember how he attacks. He always does that little extra attack. The main problem is that he attacks one more time than I expect him to. Okay, I think the best time for me to hit him is when he does that. Oh gosh. How do you dodge that effectively? I have no idea. Healing once. So if he does a spin attack, I honestly... not that spin attack. I mean the big spin attack. I don't really know how to avoid it. Yeah, I don't know how to avoid that attack. I need to learn that for the Radiant version eventually. I do not need to learn it to defeat Sly here, though. The attuned version of Sly I can defeat without learning that particular bit. Alright, this part I actually find relatively easy. Because he's just so much easier to dodge, I think. Not that I've shown that very well. But there we go. That's the attuned version of Sly. I think that I should not worry about Sly in the Pantheon. I should worry about the Pure Vessel and the Nightmare Grimm. So as a final bit in this episode, I'm going to defeat them each once more. Pure Vessel. Let's go. So the Pure Vessel is what killed me in my last 5th Pantheon attempt. And, I mean, it's just a very difficult fight. There's nothing to say other than that. It is a very difficult fight. And just having played Sly, you can see how I've lost a little bit of my newfound skills against the Pure Vessel. Like, just having not fought him immediately one time ago. But the nice thing about the Pure Vessel in the 5th Pantheon is that you get a full heal before you fight him. Let's heal up. That way we can get hit one more time. Dodge through that. Dodge through that. Good time to shoot him. Oh-ho. I barely dodged through that attack. I dodged through him, but not the attack. have to heal up twice. Oh, I did heal up twice. That was extremely dangerous. Also, you can't dash. You can't dash through that. You have to jump over it. That I need to relearn. Tried to dash through him, didn't have the dash ability. Pure Vessel, you are one of the problems in the Pantheon. By the way, the fact that I'm having trouble with this will not stop me from doing the Pantheon next time. I'm probably not going to even practice anymore. We're just going to try the 5th Pantheon again next time. And we'll see how I do. I'll practice again more after it, I'm sure, but let's heal once. Dash through those. Dash through those. I did not successfully dash through that. Dash through those. Dash through those. Dash through that. And then shoot him. Yes, and then heal. Ooh, healing twice was maybe not the best, but I did successfully do it. Dash through that. Dash through. I don't think that he's learned his creepy move yet. Shoot him there. Dash through those. There's the creepy move. Ooh, poor time to dash. Creepy move is good if I can jump over it. Yeah. Creepy move allows me to deal him some damage and dodge relatively easily if I jump over it. There we go. Hit him a couple times. Heal once. There we go. I can clearly defeat the Pure Vessel. It's just a matter of doing it in the Pantheon itself, when you don't get multiple tries in a row. Alright, that'll do it for this episode. Next, I'm going up against the 5th Pantheon again. And it will be hard. I don't know if I will defeat it. In this episode, while preparing for the 5th Pantheon next episode, I did complete 3 Radiant battles, Mantis Lords, Sisters of Battle, and the Grimm. Also, I discovered that the mysterious room probably affects the 5th Pantheon. New episodes every Sunday, and as always, thanks for watching.